Okay, so first we'll just run through how to activate the dummies. So come in as Pathfinder. Once you're in as Pathfinder, what you want to do is just throw your gun and throw your ammo if you don't want to practice with a light ammo gun. Maybe you want to practice with like a R99 or something, so just keep your ammo. So come down, grab yourself an ultimate accelerant straight away, just activate that. Now depending on how you want to practice, grab what armor you think is suitable. So if you just want to practice, say your aim, maybe just grab all gold and that'll make you live a little bit longer. But if you wanted to practice like a real life game environment, you'd probably grab something that maybe you would end up using at the end of the game, so maybe just purple, purple, purple. For me, I like a bit of a challenge, so I'll just grab an Evo shield. Always grab the gold helmet because that will help you to use your Legends abilities quicker. They'll recharge quicker. And then just grab a bag, so it doesn't really matter if you grab any bag, but I'll just go blue because I want to keep it as realistic as I can. Grab a little bit of health. Now, whatever gun you want to use or practice with, you want to run your zip cord. So let's say hypothetically that I want to practice with a prowler. So I'll run my zip line from the area the gun I want to use, and now I'll grab all my ammo and attachments that I need for that gun. So again, I'm going to try to keep it as real as I want. So you can grab all top tier stuff like purple, 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 but actually in most games you won't be getting that. So really you're just sort of kidding yourself. So you want to keep it as realistic as you can. So I'll practice with, let's say, the Prowler, and I might practice also with Mastiff. So Mastiff you don't need to pick up anything. So now I'll just come back and I'll zip up here, and you always come to the most furthest right cave entrance. Now once you're in the entrance, just run down to the end and then look up. You'll see one platform, there's a light under it. You want to go to the next platform where there's no light, and now you just want to zip yourself up. Oops, that was like a bit of a noob. You don't want to do that, overshoot, so we'll just have to wait until it charges up again. But the beauty of having a gold helmet is it charges up again quick. So we'll just zip ourselves up. Now once you're up here, what you need to do is crouch down and look down, and then change to any legend. It doesn't matter, you can just choose any legend. So I'll go to Wrath. So now what's happened is the dummies have all activated. So if we have a look, we can see the dummies are now activated. Now if you want to practice with Wrath, then you just stay at Wrath, but I'll just switch back into Pathfinder because I'll just quickly show you how to use some of Pathfinder's abilities. So now I'll just sit down. Now why we want to do that is because the dummies are going to try to fight straight away. So now what happens is I already have my gun primed and ready. I can fight straight away. Okay, because we want to try to keep it realistic. And this is how you can really practice your aim and your Legends abilities. It's probably the most realistic way you can do it. So we'll just now come up here and we'll just look at quickly how to use Pathfinder's abilities. Okay, so Pathfinder, if you just want to do like a straight boost jump, what you need to do is when you shoot your zip cord, you need to jump as soon as it hits the ground. Using grapple. Okay, so if you do that, you'll just do an automatic, what we say, projection forward. But if we time it correctly, using grapple, you'll see if you jump as soon as it hits the ground, you'll have like a boost jump. So I'll just show you one more time, just so you can see. So as soon as it hits, you jump, and that will give you some elevation. Now when it comes to doing like slingshots or 180s or anything like that, what you basically need to do is when you shoot your zip, you need to look at a right angle. So I'll zip my cord, but do you see what I did? So what I did is I zipped my cord to where whatever I want to launch off, but I quickly looked that way. So as I zipped, I looked that way. Now that will give you your automatic boosts. And now you just use your mouse to control where you want to go. So the important thing is, it doesn't matter if you want to sling to the right, you'll just zip and look to your left. And if I want to sling to my left, here, then I would zip, no not zip, but I'd use my grapple and look to the right. So you're always basically looking outside 90 degrees. And the further you are away, the further you can sling as well. But you must be careful, because if you don't time it right, it will get cut off. So I'll see if I can just cut it off. So here I'll zip.
Here I go.
See, it got cut off because I didn't time it correctly. I looked too quickly. And that seems to happen. The further you are away, the harder it is. So when you're close, it's nearly foolproof. Hey, come here, you. So you just want to play around with that, because your timing takes a while to be able to get it down pat, so you can do it very often. Because you don't want to get caught in a gunfight, try to do some crazy sling and then mess it up.
Using grapple. So
when you're grappling, where you let go, you obviously will just keep going in that projection. So the higher the higher your grapple point is, sort of the further you can also sling. So that's how you see Pathfinder always sort of Pathfinder's always sort of zipping out the way, and then you can throw them with that. When you zip, you can like throw in a heal or something.
Recharging shield.
So I hope that helps. Okay, all the other legends are pretty much foolproof, but it's good to just play around with all of them in a real life situation, because they all do take a little bit of different skill, but just Pathfinder's, in my opinion, the most hardest to do. So you can jump and use your zip as well. So there you go, I hope that helped. So remember, look to the right. See, I broke it because I did time it correctly. I sort of looked to the right angle too soon. And you can do like full 360s if you want. It's quite easy. Once you practice around with it, you'll get good at it. And the firing range really is your friend, because in game, if you try to get too cute, you will always die, and then you're not making it fair for your teammates. So just come into the fire range, and before every game, it's good you just come in here and just spend maybe a few minutes just honing in your skill before every game. Not your skill, but your aim. It's the better to practice on some dummy than in a real actual game. Okay, so I hope that helps out. GG's.